Okay. That'll do. Okay. So to do the shoulder sequence, to open up the shoulders, we're going to push the swing down nice and tight, nice straight arms. So the leg inserts into the pelvis, and then we lean forward. When we lean forward, we're on a diagonal, and that is really strong. That's what allows the swing to stay on. If your hips aren't pressing down towards the ground, they're not going to stay. Okay. You can just leave it back there, hun. All right. From there, this is the shoulder sequence. We're going to, nice strong back, head in line with the body. I'll demo for the first one, guys, so you can just check it out. And then what we're going to do is we're going to swim overhead. So this is lubricating, called as swimming. So you can come all the way back or you can come just halfway. So if you come all the way, you're tracing semicircular shape with the arms. And when you get to the top, you drop the chest. I keep pushing my hips forward, I just drop the chest. Really opening up. So this movement here is I call pulsing, right? So we're just pulsing in the body. You have to really get the shoulders onto the back. We're going to emphasize this for you, Raspberry Diff. Really feel it. Okay, then we dive in. So when we dive in, we come into a forward fold. My hands are pulling towards the sky. It just feels so good to roll the shoulders around here. Okay, pulling the hands up towards the sky. And then we arch, look up, swim all the way back up, and then we pulse again. Shoulders are, shoulder blades are glued on the back, so they're pulling down so the shoulders are safe. If for any reason that doesn't feel comfortable, you can always bend the elbows to protect the shoulder joint. And for most people, this is going to be really intense. Okay, so let's try that together. Push this back some more. So feet in the center of the mat, pressing down strongly. So let the swing hit the legs. It's only going to ride up. Gravity will always do a good job. So push your hips forward, honey. Hips forward. Okay? So it's on the legs, right where the leg inserts into the pelvis, and we get our wings. So it's going to be strong on the back. Nice. So head in line with the body. Move from the heart. So we stay lifted the whole time. So swim up. Keep pressing forward, and then just swim halfway. Just swim to the sides. Then swim up, and swim to the sides. Good. Squeeze the shoulder blades on the back. Come out halfway. Squeeze the shoulder blades on the back. Squeeze, bottom tips, and then come up and feel how different it is. And then come wide. Squeeze the shoulder blades on the back. Wide is here. And then squeeze the shoulder blades on the back. Now once you get to the top, then you can drop. Keep pushing the hips forward, just drop the heart. And now pulse, press your hands straight down, press. And then drop. And then press. Drop. Head up, head up. Okay? So everyone drops their head too far when you're dropping your heart down, head in line with the body. Better. So arms stay engaged the whole time. That's it. You guys feel the shoulders? All right, now we're going to dive in. So we lift, swim wide and all the way down. Feet are hip distance. Hands are pulling up towards the sky. Shake out your head. Shake out your thoughts. And just sway from side to side. Beautiful, guys. All right, inhale, lift. Swim the arms wide and around. Wide and around. Really good. So plug in, and then drop. Yeah. There you go. Head in line with the body. Beautiful. Keep pushing your hips forward. Walk your feet back. Yeah, there you go. Push your hips forward. There you go. Keep that nice strong diagonal. All right, one more time. Dive in. Swim all the way down. Drop in. Squeeze the belly. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the head. Keep the head in line with the body. Keep going. All the way up and around. Really good. Now, if somebody has, let's just try one arm at a time. If somebody has a shoulder injury on one side, let's just keep doing the right arm. So you can come out halfway and then back up. Keep pushing down the whole time. Come out halfway and then back up. And then the other side, left arm. Halfway and then back up. Beautiful. Halfway. So you can see I can do these one at a time and alternate. So right arm, up, left arm. Changes everything, right? Because then you have to push really strongly with the opposite arm too. Really good, guys. Okay, let's come into a push-up position. Push up. Okay, keep pressing your hips forward. Tiny little push-ups. So hands right underneath the shoulders. Pull them in tighter, tighter. Yeah, right underneath the shoulders. Okay, it's okay if elbows are wide here. So push-ups. Chaturangas are with elbows in. Push-ups with elbows out. What's the difference? Awesome, right underneath the shoulders. Beautiful. Now from there, let's go ahead and slide into the elbows. Okay. Just let your body sway from side to side. We're not going to do just the elbow hang. We're going to do the hook with the feet in a minute. So before, so you can drop your head in this one. So before we get into the hooking of the feet, when we hook our feet, I call it archer. So before we do that, we want to do this, we want to squeeze the leg loops onto the shoulders, all right? So we inhale, lift your head, lift your heart, and then pull your hands down towards the ground strongly and squeeze. Well, this is how we prepare to do our super fly, right? Go ahead and drop the chest, slide in. We're actually tractioning the fascia on the bicep, like it's really sticky. So inhale, lift and squeeze, lift your head, lift your head. Lift your head first, okay? Exhale, drop. Okay, inhale, lift your head. Yes, that's it, that's better. And then squeeze, good. Now we're gonna practice doing this while we have our feet hooked, okay? So walk to the back of the mat. So keep your upper body leaning forward. Just pick both feet up and hook outside in. Outside in. Yeah, you got it. Hands back at the shoulders, not the waist, right? Turn your fist towards you. Okay? Yeah. At the shoulders. A little bit higher. There you go. Now this is an amazing stretch, right? We're using the weight of the upper body to stretch open the chest. Now we want to do this with everything aligned, so that's why I emphasize pulling the fists up towards the shoulders and not be down at the waist. Feel how everything's opening up? Okay. Okay, now we're going to do that same move. So we're going to inhale, lift the head, lift the chest, squeeze the leg loops onto the shoulders. So the hands go down towards the ground more, bottom, not straight up. Let's try it one more time. It's okay. One more time. So we're here. So watch me for a second. Can you see? You have to lift the head and chest a lot, and then you can squeeze those on. Lift the head and chest. Lift, lift, lift. Squeeze down towards the ground. Down is this way. Yes. Squeeze together. Squeeze together. You got it.
I can't do it. I'm just too weak.
Well, you did it while we were standing, and it was the same thing.
It was?
And we don't categorize or judge ourselves.
Okay.
Say, didn't do it that time. Okay.
Try it again.
It's okay. So you guys hang out here for a second. So you're going too wide instead of down. It's okay. So this is how I help people in this pose. So stay where you are. Just take a breath. First you have to relax. So it's a big arch. So lift your head. Lift your heart, and then squeeze, 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 down towards the ground. Yeah. So I just use my 2 fingers and lift the chest so they can feel that arching that happens in the upper body. Most people think that they're too weak to do it. It has nothing to do with weakness. It has everything to do with alignment.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything to do with alignment.
I noticed when I drop my legs lower and my hips a little lower, it was easier.
Yeah, that's how you lift the chest. It's the pivot points in the body.
And what you drop what lower?
When I
push your hips down towards the ground,
when you push your
so
hips
you can
down.
lift your upper body.
Oh, okay.
If your feet are too high, you can't do that.
Then it's like a pivot, you know.
Okay.
You were like really far below your hips, so I could see how it's a lot of strength.
Okay. Let's try it one more time because we are going on from here. We want to try. So now we're in skydiver. There you go. Lift your head. Your head is heavy. All the way. Lift your head all the way up towards the sky. Lift. Squeeze. Yep, you got it. Lift. Lift your head all the way up. Look up. You have to look up. It's so funny because once you get it, you're like, oh, what was I doing? It's
your hands towards the floor.
Towards the floar and together.
I do, but I don't know why.
You have to lift your head and lift your heart more. Arch. Just take a break.
I can't. Right
well, yeah, take a break
gotta
because
take
the
a
next
break.
ones are really hard. So just take a pause whenever you're feeling stuck. So to get the backpack, just sit down and take a little rest.
Yeah.
To get the backpack, you have to tuck through your core, grab underneath, and then we press. So you have to lift your head, lift your heart, press, 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 press. Arch, lift. So this is hard. That's why I said if that one's hard, then so just take a break. These are the hardest ones. So now we have to lift the chest, lift the heart, big back bend. Right. And do incredible Hulk push-ups. So all the sounds are 100% okay. Yeah. So press, press, press. Smile. Smile, everybody. Smile. Okay. These ones are really hard. So you come on back, put your backpack back on. Okay. Now the last one is shoulder stand. I'll come help you come into that one, but it is hard. So we have to tuck through our center. So feet hook. We tuck, hands down towards the ground. So tuck and stack. So get your hips over your head. So now we're getting the tops of the shoulders like we did in our X Factor. And this is amazing on the shoulders. This feels really good.
Just wait.
Better. Do it again. All right. Expand into your skydiver. Just arch and open. Walk your feet back, honey. Walk your feet back. Wait for me. Wait for me. I'll be right there. Whoa. All right. One more time. Skydiver. I mean, it's not skydiver or shoulder stand. Just stack. Squeeze your hands towards the ground. Okay.
Oops.
We're going to buddy up, so hold on a second for those that are trying to, yeah. All right, so we're going to, from here, bring our feet down to the ground. Okay. And back into elbows. And then levitate. We can levitate.
They're falling. It's like flying.
All right, walk out, walk out. So let's buddy up and learn how to help somebody come into these poses, because everybody has trouble with these poses, and we want to learn how to lift